Okay, and for this last and by far geekiest, but also maybe very useful when you need it, tech tip, we are going to go with how to use Anna to get modulation that swings with the track. Again, you don't need it every time, but if your track's got a swing and your modulation hasn't, it's kind of frustrating. So you can make Anna do swing modulation by a bit of creative repurposing of the arpeggiator, which I've got switched on here. So let's get into this. Okay, so we've got a nice bright sawtooth there. Let's stick it through a filter to take some of that buzz off. There we go. Boom, boom. Okay, now what I want to do is put the arpeggiator on. I want to make a few changes straight away. I want retrig. I want to go on to steps 1 to 16 and get rid of all these things, clear them off. And we want to have, now it depends, if you want to play like long held notes doing this trick, then you might want to extend your arpeggiator sequence beyond the normal 16 steps. If you're just doing quick blippy, kind of a fast riff, you probably don't need this, but if you want to do long held notes, make it the full 64. And then you draw a note out to the right, take it off the end, and you see it as it's gone like 4 steps beyond the edge. If you go to the next page, steps 17 to 32, you can pick it up again, push it off the edge, go to the next one, pick it up, push it off the edge, and last of all, take it up to step 64. Okay, what step? 64, see there? Not quite. See the little white line? That's how long the arpeggiator is going to run for, so 64. But as I say, you can leave this set to 16 and just have a 16-step note if you're not going to do long-held notes. So now when I play this, the arpeggiator is just playing a single held note. This only really works for a monophonic part, by the way. If you're trying to do chords, it's going to get really complicated. So this is just a way to game Anna 2 to do something it didn't really plan on doing, which is let you use the modulation section of the arpeggiator and then swing it. Okay, so we'll go back to the first 1 to 16. We'll put in some little squiggles here. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, and we're going to send these modulation waves to, let's do the obvious one first of all. Let's send it to Filter Master Freak. And let's also send it to the sync of Oscillator 1. Okay, I don't want quite that much depth on the sync. I just want a bit of movement. Maybe not the full range on the filter either. Okay, so we should now have... Let's get something that jumps up and down a bit more excitingly. So let's have... Bum, bum. Okay, I like that pattern there, so I've got to copy it and paste it onto those other steps if I want to do long held notes. Okay, so now 1 through 64 have all got that. Okay, so because this is set to retrig, I can play this as loose or as tight as I want to. It's not the normal arpeggiator situation where it's going to be playing perfectly in sync with your track. You can do this as loose or as tight as you want to. And so finally, the point of all this was that we've got this modulation. And yes, you could have done that in the G-end, or you could have turned on a random LFO if you weren't fussed about particular steps. But now we can swing this. And there you go. You've got a mono synth, any sound you want, obviously sampler waveforms and so it can go through this. And you can control the swing on the modulation to match whatever's happening to the groove of your track.
Thanks everybody for watching, commenting and indeed liking. We really do appreciate all the support we get here on our Sonic Academy YouTube channel. So if you found this video super useful, please, we'd love you to hit the subscribe button. We update the YouTube channel every week with new content. And if you want to watch some more relevant content, just click on the videos beside me.